Hello girls and boys, how's it going? A 24 LPA remote job opportunity. Internship with the Googles, the Amazon, Netflix of the world. Hundreds of dollars of freelancing side gigs. And all of this right in college. I know this is a distant dream for many of you. I also know that 99.9% of you are using LinkedIn absolutely in the wrong way to get to this dream. This is not one of those videos where I give you a supposed LinkedIn masterclass on how to change the profile picture or how to edit the about section. This is a real blueprint, a system to completely change how you even look at LinkedIn and how you want to project yourself. Because the reality is this, people who have got those kind of results, they are playing a very, very different game. While you're busy doing the easy apply on LinkedIn, they are using a completely different playbook that's almost kept a secret. I'll show you exactly how to get these results. Follow the video till the end, and if you like the outcomes, subscribe. So let's talk about this. Why does networking really matter? And the most popular answer you will get is, hey, if you network, that can help you land your next job. That is correct, but that is also a very, very narrow view of the entire ecosystem. Let's talk about some of the opportunities that LinkedIn can unlock for you as it has unlocked them for me. Number one and most important is visibility to the industry leaders. What I mean by that is the content that you put out. If some top folks in the industry relate to it, appreciate it, you have got a tiny space in their head. And that can be super important. Number two, writing and speaking opportunities. As you write more, maybe people will invite you to write stuff for them or start calling you to start talking at their conferences. And the third is build your public brand. It's a vice versa. You build the brand first and people start calling, you start building the brand even faster. The third one, freelancing and side gigs. And that, very, very important, when the other person calls you for a side gig, it puts you at a very different position in terms of negotiating when that happens. And the most obvious, jobs and referrals. All of these lead up to the jobs and the referrals. These jobs which are not available on LinkedIn or which don't even make it to the portals. And then the creme de la creme, global opportunities. This could be work opportunities, this could be freelance opportunities, but this is where I'm talking about earning in euros, dollars, GBPs, sitting right in your home country. That is what LinkedIn can unlock. Obviously, all of this will not happen on day one. It is weeks and months and years of process, brick by brick, over a period of time, which will start unlocking these opportunities for you. Let me give you a slightly spiritual way to think about it. Working and networking on LinkedIn is like planting the seeds. Not all seeds will grow. Some will grow slow, some will grow fast. But if you do it long enough, if you take care of the seeds, if you weed out the weeds, over a period of time, you will have a forest of opportunities ripening up week after week, month after month. Think about that. If this video is making sense so far and you've not already subscribed, please subscribe and share this video with your friends, because a lot of you are watching but not subscribing. Do that right now. So let's talk about the difference between a connection and a network. So let's say you send a LinkedIn request to somebody and he or she accepts the connection request. Congratulations, आपको connection हुआ है. You've just generated a connection. Now from here to converting this to a network is a journey in itself. Let me give you some pointers on how to check if what you have on LinkedIn today is a list of connections or is a network for you. Let's say you've been working on Kubernetes and you have a question about K8s crossplane. Is there somebody on LinkedIn that you can ask? Let's say if you want a referral in another organization, is there somebody you can turn to? Let's say a friend of yours is talking to an organization and almost is at the offer letter and has some questions. Is there somebody in your network that you can tap into? Let's say you want a speaking opportunity at a conference, a KubeCon or something like that is coming up. Is there somebody that you can reach out to? Another very simple test. Your LinkedIn feed, is it a full load of bull crap or is it stuff that you actually resonate with and you actually read? All of these are pointers whether you have a bunch of connections or you have a network building up. Alright, perfect. So how do I start building up my LinkedIn network? Now the standard YouTube video will tell you go to the about section, take care of your tagline, look at the about section, don't list your project, blah blah blah. I'm assuming you've done all of that groundwork. If not, go watch some other videos. This video is not that. This is not for the basic 101. This is what takes your LinkedIn profile from the base level to 10x, even 100x if you carefully listen to what I'm talking about and implement it for the next 1 to 2 years. It'll take time, it'll take practice, but the results are there. I can vouch for that. So first one is connect with the right audience. What does that mean? So people who are at the right places, who are at the right organizations, your dream companies where you want to probably work at, or people whom you resonate with, whom talk the things of your interest. If you're interested in cloud, SRE, who are the top people in that? How the heck do you connect to them? How do you even identify who they are? Of course, you can do a simple Google search on top DevOps people. It will tell you the standard ones. It will tell you the ones which are popular. It will not tell you the ones which are not very active on social media. It will give you a very filtered list. So what's the right way to identify the right people? I have a very simple way. Now the conference season before Christmas sets in is about to start. Every once in a while, you first figure out what are the top conferences happening now. Where is the AWS top FANG companies? What conferences are they doing? Where is the KubeCons of the world? Where are the conferences for your technology stack happening? And when they happen in the next 12 to 24 hours, a lot of people start posting about this conference. They say, hey, I went to this conference. I had an amazing time. Thank you. This person. I got an opportunity to meet them. That's your cue. Those are the people that you're interested in. What do you get from this? A ready-made list of people that you might resonate with, and these are pre-filtered because somebody had said they feel nice about meeting this person. Somebody feels honored about meeting this person. So it's a very, very shortcut way of identifying the right people to connect with. Number 2, so you've identified the people, send them a simple connection request. No need to write a full literature on that. Nobody reads that. There are 2 kinds of people. People who accept connection request, people who don't accept. It's your luck. If you're lucky, you will get an acceptance. If not today, tomorrow, day after, because they might be getting a lot of connection requests after a conference. So send out your connection request and relax and chill. Number 2, build visibility. Now, how do you build visibility on LinkedIn? Only 2 ways of doing it. 1, to write a post. Number 2, to write a comment. Now, it's obviously a slightly difficult thing to write a post because, hey, what the heck do I write about? Will somebody read it or not? I am not good at writing. My English is not good. 100 questions in your head. So start with writing comments. Here is a very stern warning that I'm going to give you. Please, please, please do not ever use the LinkedIn standard comment. Things like great insight, valuable content. That doesn't mean bullshit, right? So don't use that. Of course, you can use AI to generate those comments, but don't blindly use AI comments also, because nowadays we can smell an AI comment from miles away. So by all means, if you are not comfortable, take an AI comment, but then mold it, add your personality. The golden rule is The more personal the comment, the more truthful the comment, and the more you that comment is, the more the chances of it resonating with somebody. Right? So take that seriously. Once you get comfortable commenting, then go on to writing posts if you're an absolute novice. How many comments should you leave in a day? Start with 5, go to 10, then go to 15 or 20 comments. And these are valuable comments which makes sense. Not random shit like great work, I appreciate you, amazing post, none of that bullcrap. So start with what you can, maybe 5 to 10 per day, every single day, 5 days a week is a great way to put yourself out there. Okay, so step number 3, how do you go from a connection to a network? One idea is pick up the good habits of your connections. What do I mean by that? Now, if you're connected with me and if you follow my post, you know that every Friday or Saturday, I put out a Friday gratitude post. And the first line of that post is to Kiran Ferris for the idea of this gratitude post. What's the background story? If you follow Kiran Ferris, she also posts out a gratitude post every Friday. Right? I saw her, I used to follow her, looked at this idea, adopted her. First line, gratitude to her all the time. So I have personally never met Kiran Ferris ever in my life. I have not even been with her on a video call or a panel discussion or a conference, nothing. Yet, every once in a while she would send me a reply to one of the gratitude posts and say, she will just say, hey, thank you for continuing this. Feels great. Also, I'm sure one of these events I will bump into her somewhere at a conference or something will happen, and boy oh boy, do you imagine she will meet me very warmly. Why? Because over the last 1.5 years, I've gradually converted her from a connection to a network. So second one is genuine responses to posts that you connect with, which is similar to comments, but keep them very, very genuine. Another important point is do not post and ghost. What does that mean? You made a post or you made a comment and then you don't look at that comment for the next 6, 8 hours, 24 hours. That is absolutely crazy. Because if you've thrown something out there, why would you ghost after that? You have to follow it up, see if there is a response, see if the author engaged with it, reply onto that, build a conversation. Otherwise, that 5 minutes spent on writing that response, that post, was also a waste of time. So never post and ghost. Engage with people who are responding. So converting a connection to a network takes time and effort. Think of it like a GitHub for your professional relationships. As with GitHub, you keep posting every day, you keep making commits every day. Similarly, here also, you keep committing to putting out content and engaging with your audience every single day or whatever frequency you choose, week after week, month after month, year after. That's when the magic happens. Alright, so now this is a big one. How do I ask for help? So let's say you've spent 6 months, 1 year creating a bunch of connections, a good quality set of connections. You've converted some of the connections into a network, and now you need some help from the network. You need an opportunity, you need a job referral, whatever. How do you ask for it? Don't be cheeky and just say, hey, you work in this company that I've applied for, here is my resume, can you refer me? That's not the right way to do it. What is the right way? And why is that not the right way? Because you've not specified what position you're looking for, you've not given the link to that position, you've not specified why you think you're the right person for that role. Basically, you've not provided any help for them to refer you. You are expecting them to do the work for you, which is very, very unfair. So how do you actually ask for help? What is the right way to do that? It's very simple. It's a simple email which says, hey, I saw this open position in your company, the link. I believe I'm gonna be a good fit for this role because reason 1, reason 2, reason 3. Not 20 reasons, not one reason, 3 reasons. Attached is my profile. Would you please be kind enough to refer me? As simple as that. Also, you can add a line, happy to jump on a quick call to discuss this. Let me know what time works for you. Very, very simple email, but that one email helps the other person with the referral link, with your profile, reasons why you think you are best suited for that profile. And it also offers to get on a call for them to know you better and to be comfortable to refer you. This is exactly what I would prefer if somebody is asking a reference for me. Makes my life easy. Okay, now let's talk about 5 myths about LinkedIn. Number 1, and this is the biggest one. I see people talking about this all the time. And that is, I am no expert. What the heck do I post about? Now, if you look at my LinkedIn post from a near 2 years back, you will see those posts had 20, 40, 50 views. Today, some of the posts have views in hundreds, some in thousands, some in tens of thousands. Not every post will give you 40,000, 50,000, a million views. Not every post will give you 5 views. So it's a gradual process. You don't have to be an expert to post on LinkedIn. When I say learn in public, it is not lecture in public, it is not expert in public, it is not teach in public. The simple logic is, hey, I have learned something, this could be of value to it, here is what I've learned. And no gyan, only real stuff or your opinion about something. And that's there to it. You don't have to be an expert to post on LinkedIn. All you need to do is have your experience or have an opinion. And that's all that matters. Number 2, what if I post and no one reads? Now I'll explain this with a concept called the spotlight effect. What that means is, we think there is a spotlight shining on top of us, and the moment we hit the publish button, that spotlight goes on and everybody's now looking at me. Girls and boys, you'll be surprised. Nobody gives a shit about your post. Your first 10, 50, 100 posts, nobody's gonna bother. Nobody's gonna even read about them. It doesn't matter. Get over that fear and start posting. There is no spotlight above you. If you're still not sure, lift up your head and take a look. My favorite one. If I post on LinkedIn, my boss, my colleague will read it, and then what will happen? Exactly my question. What will happen? As long as you're not stupid enough to post proprietary information, company sensitive information, you're obviously smart enough not to post that. Otherwise, you're posting stuff about, hey, I was trying to debug Ansible, this is the error that came on me, this is how I debugged it. And be careful obviously not to post anything sensitive from your organization. As long as somebody sees any of that, how does it matter? And some people even tell me, hey, but my boss will think I am trying to look for a job. Most of the time, your boss already knows when you're trying to look outside. It is okay. Even if he or she knows, it might just work in your benefit if you're really valuable for that company. Get over that fear. दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग? Translated as, the biggest disease in the world, what will people say about me? Don't worry, nobody's saying anything about you yet. Another one. I started with LinkedIn some time back, but I could not continue. I understand that. I have done it myself as well. I've tried posting on LinkedIn a couple of times over the years, posted for some reason here and there, never could continue. Very simple logic. What is done is done. Now that you understand why it is important to post on LinkedIn, now that hopefully you have a strategy to post on LinkedIn, it should last you for a while. Do not keep mulling over what has happened in the past. Know your reason, create your strategy, stick to it, move on. And remember, This is a test match. It's not a 2020 game. Be there for the long haul. And the last and my favorite one, LinkedIn is too crowded. Of course, if you believe it is crowded, it is crowded. If you believe it has turned to a Facebook, it has turned to a Facebook. There is no debate on that. You can sit with it and you can mull over it and suck your thumbs, while some people will use the same LinkedIn to crack remote jobs, to get new gigs, to get side hustles, to crack international conferences, which could even be paid, and you can still think that LinkedIn is overcrowded. Take your pick, decide for yourself. I would recommend get up and smell the coffee, do the damn work, and stop giving excuses. Hope that video made sense. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.